Okay. All right. So just to let you know, guys, the recording has started. So this session is now recorded. So, guys, as per the agenda of the meeting, as per the topic of discussion, we would be discussing uh, agile and waterfall as in as a methodology, as a practice. So before I give you the insight, before I let you know, so I want to understand what is your intake, what is your insight in terms of agile and in terms of waterfall methodology. Yes, guys. Anji, Lakan bhai, please.
Hi, Rohit and everyone. Rohit, Agile, I think, is a way of working mainly in software and product development, where Agile methodology is something like a structured approach that applies Agile principles.
Okay.
Agile principles means like how we can like plan the project and how we can execute and deliver.
All right,
I
all
may
right.
be
What
wrong.
else? Please, bhai, carry on. Anji, Ajit bhai, you were saying something?
Yeah, agile basically it's not a process that you follow; it's a mindset that you become. Like it, agile is iterative, and it believe in it has like core characteristics, which is customer centric, and like in agile, we do not build what was planned; we build what is needed.
Aapki, Ajit bhai, your voice is not clear. Is it me or is it with everyone else?
Am I clear now? Hello, hello.
His voice is too low.
Let me take the earphones. Hold on.
Ajit bhai, we can't hear you. Anybody else who would like to give us their insight? Yes, guys.
Sir, may I know the question?
Yeah, what is agile? What is waterfall? What's your intake onto this agile and waterfall methodology?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Parijeet.
Sir, in agile methodology, there is a periodical interaction between client and the support team. While in waterfall, it is a one way process where, like in agile, there are sprints, so that uh, after every sprint, we can interact with the customer who is providing you the project details.
Okay, okay.
So can
Anybody
I answer?
else who would?
Am I audible
Yes,
now?
yes. Please.
Yeah, like these are the methodologies by how we are going to perceive or complete the project. Waterfall is a methodology which believes in changes at the end, building a project without any iterations. Like whatever decide, it comes with a extensive planning. So that's why, and it's expensive if any changes come, because changes happens in a waterfall.
Okay. Yes, SC,
Uh,
you were saying something?
Hi, sir. Sachin this side. So, basically, according to me, agile is something, um, it's flexible. It's flexible approach to the project management, and And where it's come to the waterfall, so waterfall is a step-by-step sequence approach. First is planning, designing, development, and testing, delivering. So these are the difference among these.
ठीक है. Yes, guys. I mean, हाँ जी, yes, Shikhar.
Gaurav bhai, for me, agile methodology is something like to way to complete a task. Like in agile, we do a task step by step. Like to develop any software, we complete it, one
Mic
step by
towards.
step. In water methodology, we just complete, एक साथ ही हम कोई complete करते हैं and फिर उसके बाद हम उस पे check करते हैं.
ठीक है. Yes, guys. I mean, absolutely. Whatever that you have mentioned, that is what exactly it is. Or I would say from a very high level and vague level perspective, that is what agile and waterfall practice or agile and waterfall methodology. There are other methodology like linear, spiral and other methodology, but we will concentrate more on the agile and waterfall. That is the most methodologies that is being practiced currently in the software development market. So if I say waterfall, if I say, agile, so agile is, more or less like a iterative, incremental and adaptive. And, waterfall is fixed, stringent, linear, sequential, and it's much more structured. Okay, agile में one day you are working with one feature, another day you're working with another feature and another, and then it's a cross-functional. Waterfall में it's fixed. Today, tomorrow, and so on. This is the plan that you need to follow, and you have to make sure that this is what you need to complete, and then you start the next step. Sequence remains the same, which means you are to plan, you are to design, you are to develop, you are to test, and you are to deploy, and then finally you are to support. Okay, just cross-functionally, when you are in waterfall, it is just that first you need to do the complete planning 100%, then you can start the design, and so on and so on. However, in agile, it is just that you can start with partial requirement, with partial task, with partial activities, and then you can start the planning, design, development, testing, deployment. So it is incremental, it is periodic, it is iterative, and it is adaptive, which means adaptive का मतलब होता है कि you know, uh, we are entertaining changes. We encourage changes internally as well as externally. Internally within our Scrum team and externally from the client side. Okay, and waterfall is it's more or less like fixed. This is what client is expecting. This is what we are delivering to the client. End to end fixed. Okay. Agile is much more flexible. Okay. It is, we keep on evolving our requirements, our product, our services. Okay. And like I said, waterfall, it is quite fixed, very low flexible. Okay. Planning, when we do in agile, it is much more, continuous planning. Why? Because we are doing every sprint basis sprint planning, every sprint basis sprint review, every sprint basis retrospective. So planning is continuous. However, in a waterfall, it is like once we have done the project planning, sprint planning, then we start the sprint and complete all the sprints, all the project, and then we do the review and retrospective. So it is one each. Okay. In agile, the documentation it is very minimum. Okay. Agile may it is more or less like user stories, use cases, minimum documents, unit basis. Okay, we work on sprint basis requirement. Okay. Whereas in waterfall, we create big documents. SRS document, statement of work documents, proposal documents, BRD documents, big documents. However, the way I'm going to train you, it is much more, hybrid level, wherein the documentation part, it will be maximum and extensive. Okay. And if I talk about, the use cases uh, in terms of, industry which supports agile and waterfall. So usually, complex projects, the projects wherein the changes are dynamic, are entertained. Okay. It is complex. So it is used by, they use agile methodology, and big predictable government projects, which is fixed infrastructure projects, well-defined projects, they go for, waterfall. So you can also say that small projects, they go for agile, wherein it is highly dynamic, it is highly flexible. And when it is a big project, government project, in terms of time, जहाँ पे we have n number of like 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 years of time, so we follow waterfall. ठीक है, क्योंकि उसमें we need and client takes lot of time in order to provide the complete requirement. Okay, so that's what it is. I'm going to be sharing my screen. Let me show you. Okay. Okay, guys, as of now, any question, any doubt?
No, Rohit.
No, Rohit bhai, we are good.
रोहित
ठीक है।
भाई वो बिग कंपनीज का आपने क्या बताया था अभी? बिग कंपनीज वी फॉलो वाटरफॉल.
वैसे तो यार
Big project
Prakhar,
पे.
to be very true, it's very not specific to company size, but yes, as per the projects duration, ठीक है, it defines the methodology that they are going to use. ठीक है, जो startups होते हैं, small projects होते हैं, 6 months, 1 year down the line, they have to deliver it. ठीक है, in fact, when it is much more prone to flexibility, change and dynamic, we use agile. ठीक है, when it is a government project, जहाँ सब कुछ fixed है. When it is a big projects, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, ठीक है, where requirements are fixed, then we use waterfall. ठीक है, Prakhar and all. Any question, any doubt?
No, Rohit.
ठीक है. Shikhar bhai, can you hear me? Shikhar.
Yes.
ठीक है. Shikhar bhai, I would really appreciate if you can read this for us. Agile and waterfall methodology and agile methodology from here. हाँ जी. Shikhar bhai, you can see this, right?
Yes. मैं थोड़ा बस zoom कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ, मैंने zoom कर दिया भाई.
You want me to read it, right? Agile is an iterative and flexible approach that focus on continuous improvement and collaboration. Key characteristics includes increment development. Software is developed in small, manageable integrations. Customer collaboration, frequent feedback from stakeholders ensures alignments with business needs. Adaptability, changes can be incorporated at any stage. Cross-functional teams, developers, testers, and business analysts work together.
ठीक है. All right. अच्छा, Shikhar bhai, first to you. What do you understand with this? Agile is, इसको भी भूल जाते हैं. Agile is an iterative approach. What does that mean? Yes, guys. I mean, Shikhar bhai and all. Any insight on this? Agile is iterative.
Repetitive.
Absolutely.
Continuously changing.
Sorry, Parichit.
Continuously changing.
I didn't get it by.
Agile is a flexible way of managing projects when where work is done in small and repeatable steps.
Absolutely, absolutely. ठीक है. Yes, guys. Let me let you know. ठीक है. Iterative. Someone mentioned repetitive. ठीक है. Yes, of course. That is what synonym for iterative. ठीक है. Repetitive, vicious, जो बार बार होता रह रहा है. अब why it is बार बार होता है? ठीक है. The reason why, because the activities which we are doing in agile for software development lifecycle, we are doing it again and again and again and again. Why? Because we have to do the periodic delivery again and again, because we do incremental development. ठीक है. इंक्रीमेंटल डेवलपमेंट का मतलब ये होता है, लेट्स से कि हमारा जो प्रोडक्ट है MS टीम्स है. ठीक है. अब प्रविथा, शिखर, रोहित, प्रखर, लखन, we all are business analyst, developer, tester, designer, and content writer. All five of us. So January में we are doing chat. तो हमने one sprint we have created for the month of January, and we are delivering chat. So we are going to do the requirement gathering, design, development, testing, deployment. तो chat कर दिया. We delivered it in the live environment. Next month, we took the requirements for people, and then we are doing planning, design, development, testing, deployment, and support for people. Then Raise, then React, then Vue, then Rooms. तो हम बार बार we are doing the planning, design, development, testing, deployment, and support. So we are doing incremental. Approach means burn down, burn up charts के accordingly. अभी एक किया, फिर दो हुए, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. So it keeps on increasing. ठीक है. Once we have delivered all these icons, all this interface, all this navigation pane, all these options and buttons and features and functionality, then we finally deliver it to the client. That's agile. This is known as iterative and incremental. Flexible, of course. Flexible का मतलब होता है कि we are adaptive. We entertain adaptability. We entertain changes. ठीक है. Client said कि यार I don't like this icon. It should be rectangular. Client said when I click on chat, I find all these buttons, but there should be a button for attachment. Not just like this, but attachment from the system, from the device. ठीक है. I want to see whom I'm chatting personally or collaborative or collective. I want to see their faces or their avatar look or their pics or pictures. So that's change. So we will change it. So that's adaptability. Getting the point? So yes, of course, agile is iterative and flexible so that we can have a continuous improvement and collaboration. Continuous improvement means we entertain changes in a constructive way so that we keep on evolving and we keep on enhancing. Trust me, guys, when you start working, day one product, which is as is and let's say to be, it would absolutely not look like when day end product that we are delivering to the client, because in between this space there are a lot of changes, enhancement, customization, issues, escalations, which we fixed, which we evolved, which we enhanced. So that is why most of the time it is agile practice. ठीक है. Of course, there are key characteristics. which is incremental development. Small chunks में manageable iterations में we are delivering to the client. There are customer collaboration, which means हम लोग client से requirement gathering करते हैं, then we connect with the client. Clients give us enhancement, changes, issues, escalation, we connect with the client. And of course, during the time of sprint demo or user acceptance testing, we connect with the client. So it's a customer collaboration. Adaptability, of course, we entertain changes, we evolve, we enhance, and we incorporate. Okay. Can anyone tell me what is incorporate means? Or let's say my document or my changes or my enhancement or my product has been incorporated. तो इस line का क्या मतलब है? Incorporated would be a very important word during SDLC. Yes, guys. Incorporated. Anyone?
Corporate means it's joint, I think. Joint, you know.
Sorry?
I think joint. I mean, people of joint. You can
So,
Not exactly.
incorporated means like to have something as a part.
To have what as a part? What?
Included, kind of.
अच्छा चलो
Including client as part of the procedure.
I'm sorry, once again,
and
Parichit.
development. Sir, including the client during the development process. During
Including the client.
after
अच्छा चलो simple sir. Let me rephrase with an example. Let's say Parichit, you are my manager. ठीक है, and you say कि Rohit, you have created a statement of work with proposal document. Get it incorporated so that we can start the work. So what does that mean?
Sir, I think client से sign up and verify कराना.
Yes, sign off. ठीक है,
Yeah,
and
sign off.
not only the client bhai and all of you, it is with each and every approver. ठीक है, कल को चल के when
I
you
mean,
start
whosoever
working,
is the approver and the product owners and project manager involved, dev leads, quality leads.
yes, ऐसा थोड़ी ना है कि भाई आपने एक डॉक्यूमेंट बना दिया तो चलो भाई स्टार्ट वर्किंग. ठीक है, nobody will work on it. It needs to get incorporated, which means it needs to get approved. And not only one approval, believe me guys, approval में बहुत time लग जाता है. That's why it takes hell lot of time to create a revised and incorporated BRD so that we can start the project planning. Reason why the approver, not only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe more, maybe less, they keep on viewing, reviewing, editing, updating, and then finally approving. ठीक है, so they keep on giving their input. जैसे कि मैंने एक BRD बनाया, ठीक है यार रोहित, इसमें मेक श्योर कि ये प्रोटोटाइप चेंज करो यार, ये बटन नहीं बन सकता, इट्स नॉट फिजिबल. यार रोहित, ये फंक्शनैलिटी इज इट्स गोना इम्पैक्ट द प्रीवियस फंक्शनैलिटी. अभी हम टाइम शीट पे काम कर रहे हैं और ये लीव की जो नई फंक्शनैलिटी, इट विल इम्पैक्ट द फिजिबिलिटी ऑफ आवर टाइम शीट टू बी अप्रूव्ड. इसको चेंज करो, get it approved. I'm sorry, get it changed. So I keep on getting changes in terms of incorporation. ठीक है, तो it needs to get incorporated over here. It means कि ऐसा थोड़ी ना है कि भाई क्लाइंट ने कोई चेंज दे दिया तो we just approve it. We just start working on it. It needs to get incorporated. And yes, of course, changes can be incorporated at any stage. वो हम कर देंगे, whether it is in design, development, testing, deployment phase, we're gonna do it, but we need a proper approval. Okay, and of course there is a cross-functional team. Okay, we are Scrum team. Scrum team में there are developers, testers, business analyst. इसको Scrum में ठीक है 3 types of people. So one is product owner, second one is Scrum master, and third one is this Scrum team, which is also known as developers, which is also known as performers, which is also known as developers, testers, business analyst. So we are Scrum team. ठीक है, guys. Any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues as of now? Yes, no, maybe.
No, so all
No, bhai.
ठीक है. Shikhar bhai, you there?
जी.
ठीक है. How about Shikhar bhai here? Can you please read this out?
Waterfall is a linear and structured approach where development follows a sequential process. Key characteristics include phase development, each phase, requirement, design, development, testing, deployment is completed before moving to the next. Detailed documentation, extensive planning, and documentation are required. Predictability, clear timelines, and deliverables are established upfront. Limited flexibility. Changes are difficult to implement once a phase is completed.
Yes, guys. So that is what exactly waterfall is all about. Okay. It's a linear and structured approach. यानी कि it's a sequence. Sequence तो waterfall में agile में भी है. लेकिन agile में you are doing planning, design, development, testing, deployment for one feature and for another feature and for another feature, for another feature, for one project, for multiple projects, for one functionality, for another functionality. So cross-functional. But waterfall is linear. ठीक है, that means अगर आप एक प्रोजेक्ट पे हो तो you are doing requirement once 100% done, then design, then 100% done development, then 100% done testing, then 100% done deployment. तभी हम आगे बढ़ेंगे. Which means one step each phase is completed before moving to the next phase. यानी कि जब तक we are not done with the requirement of 100% feature and its functionality, we cannot start the design. ठीक है 100%. लेकिन एजाइल में क्या है 10% आ गया डिजाइन स्टार्ट कर दो. बाकी का 10% इसका डिजाइन डेवलपमेंट टेस्टिंग में चल रहा है. दूसरे का 20% और आ गया विल स्टार्ट द डिजाइन डेवलपमेंट. तो सीक्वेंस वही है बस ये बार बार चल रहा आइटरेटिव. और waterfall it's just like linear and structured. Okay. Over here, like I said, it's extensive planning and documentation. Big documents are created, and of course, there will be big documents now. Why? क्योंकि यहाँ पे we have hell lot of time. ठीक है, एक document पे 1 week, 2 week, 1 month, 2 month, 3 months document हमें time मिल रहा है. So it has to be extensive ना. ठीक है, and of course predictability. यहाँ पे when we'll start the documentation ना, so there is a constraint. Constraint are those things which is beyond control. तो हम वो BRD में पहले ही मेंशन कर देते हैं कि time is prone to change and budget is prone to change in agile. ठीक है, but in waterfall we don't, because waterfall में we are predictive. We have already forecasted कि we will take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. तो उसी के हिसाब से will estimate our time in such a way that we will have ample amount of buffer time. That is why timelines are clear, deliverables are established upfront. Upfront matlab with the client, we are showing it to the client upfront, right? This is exactly what we are going to do or what we are going to provide to you. Okay, and of course, limited flexibility. Okay, changes are difficult to implement. Okay, any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues as of now, guys?
So Rohit bhai,
Sanjeev?
No, no.
this agile and waterfall. So is this approach or it's a predefined framework as in software? To
देखो, there is a you are a project manager, ठीक है, and I am your business analyst. आपने कहा कि रोहित, this is a new project, e-commerce का project है, web और mobile दोनों बनाने हैं. This is the BRD. This is what we have created, or let's say this is the proposal that we've got the approval, and now start working on it. Okay, and we have 6 months or 10 months time. Okay, and we'll follow agile. So agile is, this is how we are going to do the SDLC for that e-commerce hybrid application. So it is the way that we are going to perform the planning, design, development, testing, deployment, and support. Okay. Had it been waterfall, of course, it is a way that we are going to do the planning, design, development, testing, deployment, and support. It is just that both they have their own pros and cons. So idea is to what? Idea is to create a e-commerce hybrid app. And how we are going to do it? Either agile or waterfall. Okay, so it is just the way, a framework, the steps, the methods that we are going to, use and execute and implement so that we can perform the complete SDLC.
okay, clear.
ठीक है, जैसे कि just like you मेरे को थोड़ा let's say you need to go for a walk and you need to go for a jog. So idea is to what? Idea is to cover that distance and burn calories. Up, this is your way that you are walking or you are jogging. That's just your way. For walking, you have a lot of time so that you can cover it up. And when you are jogging, so you have less time, so you need to jog. ठीक है? Getting the point, Mohit bhai, and all.
Yes.
हाँ जी, शिखर भाई, प्लीज.
हाँ गौरव भाई, जैसे आकाश भाई बता रहे थे कि हमें किसी प्रोजेक्ट में हमें टाइम देते हैं, जैसे 400 आवर्स में वी विल कंप्लीट द प्रोजेक्ट.
हाँ जी.
दिस एजाइल मेथोडोलॉजी में आपको बार बार हम डिजाइन, बार बार उस प्रोजेक्ट पे डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं, बार बार उसको इम्प्रूव कर रहे हैं, तो फिर तो टाइम हमारे मतलब वो निकल ही जाता होगा. इज दैट वर्क?
देखो,
इसमें तो कोई लिमिट ही नहीं है.
that is why I clearly mentioned कि when we are doing agile, उसमें हम जब BRD या फिर कोई डॉक्यूमेंट बनाते हैं तो उसमें एक कंस्ट्रेंट ऐड कर देते हैं क्लाइंट के लिए, which client approves, which means a constraint. Constraint एक टॉपिक है, एक सिंटेक्स है, कंटेंट है, that is available in BRD. तो constraint means these are the things which I cannot control. I, as a company, software development company, then I cannot control. What is that? 2 points. There could be more. There could, at least 2 points. Time and budget. Why these two things I cannot control? Because I'm following agile. And when I'm following agile, client is supposed to give me, or client will be giving me changes, enhancement, issues, escalations, okay, and evolution. Client as well as my technical team. And when I am creating the BRD, when I am creating the project planning, I am using as is product, which means जो अभी मेरे पास MS Teams है, जो भी इतने फीचर्स आपको मेरे स्क्रीन पे दिख रहे हैं, this is what my as is. थोड़े बहुत क्लाइंट ने ऐड ऑन करवा दिए, लेकिन 1 month down the line, 6 months down the line, 10 months down the line, client will give me more changes. I want to embed Excel sheet. I want to embed MS Office so that I can use it during presentations. I want to embed more AI based transcriptions so that whosoever is asking the question, the answer would be automatic available to me. So these are the changes. So if there are changes, there will be a time delay. If there are changes, there will be a change in the budget. आज की डेट में 14th of August को I decided कि it will take one year and it will take $1 million. From 31st of December 2025, client has given me 30, 40, 50 changes, which will definitely impact the time as well as the budget. So that is why in Agile, it is a constraint, and in Waterfall, it is predictable because it is limited flexible. Okay, all of you guys, any question, any doubt?
No, Rohit.
हाँ जी हर्ष भाई.
सर मुझे ये पूछना था कि सपोज द प्रोजेक्ट अगर बिल्कुल स्क्रैच से है तो अजाइल फॉलो करते हैं लाइक प्रेफर्ड एंड इफ सपोज क्लाइंट को कोई फीचर ही चाहिए या फिर पर्टिकुलर की मुझे दिस चाहिए देन यू कैन फॉलो वाटरफॉल मेथोडोलॉजी.
यार वैसे तो be very true हर्ष भाई, it is already being discussed during the pre-sales meeting. So already product owner, solution architect, dev lead and clients panel and client, they already discussed what they need to follow as a practice, as a methodology, and make maximum most of the times it is agile that they're going to use.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Harsh. Then comes, there are some techniques, there are some points that we need to discuss in order to understand agile. Agile means we have Kanban, which means Kanban boards. Agile means we have Scrum, which means Scrum ceremonies. Agile means we have Sprint, okay, within Scrum, which are different sprint plannings, different sprints that we perform. When we'll do Jira as a project management tool, okay, we'll use all these techniques. Kanban means Kanban board. Kanban board means, ठीक है, I don't know if you have seen it. आगे चल के हम Jira आपको दिखाएंगे. Then you'll be able to understand. अब let's say कि guys, you all are able to see my screen. Let's say क्या है, you are able to see my screen, right guys?
Yes,
Right.
जी भाई.
ठीक है. So I'm writing something. Let's say I'm creating a ticket. Ticket 1 goes to Rohit. User story, documentation. ठीक है. Ticket 2, Ayush. Design. Ticket 3, Nitin. Development. ठीक है. Ticket 4, Akash. Testing. Random है. Automation testing. ठीक है. And ticket 5, deployment. Rohit. ठीक है. So if I ask you this question, who is going to do the documentation, who is going to do the design, who is going to do the development, who is going to do the testing, who is going to do the deployment, what would be the answer to this? Yes guys, it's written.
So as you
वो तो
mentioned,
लिखा है भाई.
sir.
संजय शेखर भाई.
मैं कह रहा हूँ भाई वो तो लिखा है आपने, आयुष डिजाइन करेगा सब कुछ मतलब.
Exactly. So how do you get to know? Because you have a pictorial, you have a visualization, you have ticket number, you have tickets access in front of you. So this is known as Kanban board. So Jira में we create a project. Under project we create epics. Under epics we create sprints. Under sprints, we create Kanban boards. Under Kanban boards, we create tickets or Jira cards. And under Jira cards or tickets, we mention the creator name, assignee name, description, documentation, priority, severity, escalation, changes, enhancement. We mention each and everything. So this is known as Kanban, which means we can check each and every task whosoever is dependent and responsible with us. अब now you question me कि यार रोहित भाई ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? My task should only be visible to me because I am working with my own task. I do not want to show it to anybody else. But guys, we are agile. What is agile? Agile means cross-functional. What is cross-functional? Cross-functional means my work is dependent on another's work and others' work is dependent on my work. I'll show you. Once the Rohit will complete or start and complete the user story, only then Ayush is going to do the design. Once Ayush is done with the design, then Nitin will start the development. Once Nitin will start and complete the development, then Akash will do the testing. Once Akash will do the testing and complete it, then only Rohit can deploy it. क्योंकि sequence तो 1 2 3 4 5 ही है ना. Sequence तो वही है ना, planning, design, development, testing, deployment, and then of course support. So Rohit will keep on bugging Akash, Nitin, and Ayush, and Rohit himself. कि भाई, what is the status of documentation? Rohit says, yeah, it's done. Then Ayush, okay, I'll start the design. Then Nitin, Akash, and Rohit will keep on bugging Ayush and Nitin for the development and design. Then Akash will say, please complete design and development so that I can start the testing. And then Rohit again will say, make sure that everything is completed on time so that I can start the deployment, which means release notes and user acceptance testing and then live migration. So this is why we create Kanban boards so that we can see each and every task that is related to us, or not only us, that is related to the sprint, to the epic, to the project, to the milestone. Okay, this is what Kanban is all about, which means focuses on continuous work of flow, uses Kanban boards to visualize tasks, limits work in progress to improve efficiency, and ideal for teams needing flexibility without fixed iterations. Okay, wherein we can entertain changes at any given point of time. We keep on working for continuous improvement. We use Kanban boards and then we look for the continuous flow of work, because we can always check and update and change the flow of work so that we can match the due date of the sprint. Okay, that's Kanban. Scrum means, okay, there are different Scrum ceremonies. Okay, it is very important. We'll discuss this later as well in descriptive way, but since it is there, so it includes daily stand-ups, sprint planning, sprint review, and retrospective. Daily stand-ups, what we do is daily basis पे मेरी shift है. My shift timing is 9 to 5, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So exactly at 9 to 10 p.m., 9, 10 p.m., I'll do a 10 minutes of discussion with my team. Key, what is happening, what I'm going to do today, unit basis. Okay, not that high level meeting, just unit basis meeting. Okay, I have 10 tickets in my kitty. I'm going to do ticket number 1, ticket number 2, ticket number 3, 4, 5. Rohit is going to do 1, Ayush is going to do 2, Nitin is 3, Akash is 4, and then Rohit is 5. So that is daily Scrum call. Login Scrum call and end call Scrum call. Okay. End of the day, before we log out, we have a 10 minutes discussion. Ki I had 10 tickets or I had 5 tickets and I have completed. If I have not, or if I had not, then what is the justification? Mention it in the ticket. Okay, that's daily scrum. Sprint planning, before we start the sprint, we discuss. He, okay, in this sprint, I'm going to perform 100 tickets, 50 tickets, 70 tickets, 20 tickets. And this is the time estimation, resource allocation, time, task delegation, and ticket prioritization of the tickets. So before the sprint starts, then sprint review. Once the sprint is done, then we do the sprint review. We as in the Scrum team. Okay. Who all are Scrum team? Product owner, Scrum master, and development team. What is a development team? Is a product team. What is a product team? It means the Scrum team. What is a Scrum team? It is the business analysts plus developers plus testers, designers, database, all we people. So we all sit together and we check the review that whatever that we have done in a sprint, were we on the right track? Did we deliver the project on sprint on time as per the expectations? All these things. Then comes the retrospective or sprint retrospective. It means every sprint or every 3 sprint or every 6 sprint or every 3 months or every 6 months, we do the retrospective wherein we discuss it with high level among all team members that what went good, what went bad, what were the good things so that we can make it a habit, and what were the bad things that has happened, we can avoid it for a continuous growth. Okay, this is what Scrum is all about. It uses a time boxed iteration like sprints. Okay, usually 2 weeks, otherwise 3 or 4 weeks. There are 3 roles in Scrum, which I've told you: product owner, Scrum master, and development team. These are the Scrum ceremonies or activities or events. ये एक तरह की meetings होती that we are doing so that we can have a continuous growth. ठीक है? Daily stand-ups, sprint planning, sprint review, and retrospective. ठीक है? It is best for the structured team, structured development cycles. ठीक है? जहाँ पे we have our properly sprint planned and structured. ठीक है? Then comes of course the sprint. Sprint in itself. Okay. Sprint in itself is a scrum. ठीक है? और a scrum ceremony. ठीक है? Sprint क्या होता है कि अब let's say कि I have total tickets 100. ठीक है? 1 BA, 2 QA, 4 developer. ठीक है? 1 designer, UI, UX. ठीक है? And 1 content writer. And 100 tickets, let's say 4 weeks is equal to 28 days. ठीक है? 9 hours की shift है. ठीक है? That means I have total. ये मैं exactly आपको करके दिखा रहा हूँ that how we do the sprint planning. हाँ जी शाहीन, please tell me.
आई वॉज आस्किंग जैसे कैनवन बोर्ड या स्प्रिंट या जो भी इस प्लानिंग्स है, कैन वी गो बैक टू द डॉक्यूमेंट वंस इफ यू डोंट माइंड? तो ऊपर जैसे हमने ये दोनों चीजें पढ़ी है, अजाइल एंड वाटरफॉल मेथोडोलॉजी, ये दोनों पे अप्लाई होता है या फिर ये किसी उस पे
It's
पर्टिकुलर?
agile. These
Okay.
3 are the techniques for agile. We are focusing more on the agile part.
Okay, so it's not part for waterfall.
नहीं, it's more or less agile only.
Okay.
ठीक है? So अब this is the case study. ठीक है? I have 100 tickets. I have 4 weeks. I have 28 days. I have 9 hours. per team member. ठीक है, per team member, and I have total 90 members. ठीक है, so now I have to do the time estimation, resource allocation, task delegation, and ticket prioritization. Okay, so these are the activities that I'm going to do in order to perform the sprint planning for starting the sprint. Okay, these are all the activities. Okay, so now I have to divide these 100 tickets amongst my 9 resources who is going to perform 9 hours a day shift, each team member for 28 days. ठीक है, so that अब इसमें वीकेंड्स भी हटा दो तो और कम हो जाते हैं. ठीक है, it becomes 20 days हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, तो अब 20 days के अकॉर्डिंगली 9 resources के अकॉर्डिंगली 9 hour shift के अकॉर्डिंगली I have to do the time estimation, resource allocation, task delegation, and ticket prioritization of all these 100 tickets. So this is the activity that we are going to do every sprint before the sprint starts. Okay, that is known as sprint planning, which is equivalent to start the sprint. So in order to start the sprint, I have to perform this activity. ठीक है, guys, getting my point? Don't worry, we definitely need to go through with descriptive and explanatory point of this in terms of project planning and sprint planning, which we are going to discuss it in the later on eventual state sessions. Okay, that's why a sprint is fixed length iteration where team completes a set of tasks. So what is sprint? Sprint is key a periodic delivery with predefined task. 2 weeks में, 3 weeks में, 4 weeks में, I'm going to deliver 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 tasks, and I have a log period, fixed log period. Okay, so this is known as sprint. Of course, it encourages incremental delivery of working software. Encourages incremental delivery because we are doing iterative and incremental approach in terms of agile. Okay, and of course, it's a short-term goal because हम 1 year का, 2 year का, 3 year का project goal नहीं देख रहे. हम देख रहे हैं 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks का goal. तो धीरे धीरे करके smaller chunks में we are doing the delivery so that we can achieve the final and project delivery. So that's your Kanban, sprint, and Scrum. ठीक है, guys. Any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues as of now? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe.
No.
Rohit.
ठीक है, guys. Too much download. So let's wrap this session with this note, and we'll start the requirement gathering process from Tuesday onwards. And in the weekend, Akash is going to use all these points and explain you from the technical and practical perspective. Okay, Saturday, Sunday. I will ping you probably Saturday go. You guys might be busy because of the Janmashtami, but I will connect with you. I mean, I'll ping it that we're going to be taking the session or not. Of course, I'll be asking you guys that are you available or not. ठीक है, हाँ जी हर्ष भाई.
Sure.
सर वो कल आपने एक इंटरव्यू रिकॉर्डिंग शेयर करी थी तो उसमें क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि व्हाट इज हिडन रिक्वायरमेंट एंड मिस्ड रिक्वायरमेंट.
I'm sorry.
इंटरव्यू हिडन रिक्वायरमेंट एंड मिस्ड रिक्वायरमेंट. Hello?
Okay. What's the difference between hidden requirements and missed requirements?
यस सर, वो इंटरव्यू ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था उस कैंडिडेट से, तो उन्होंने मतलब बताया था, तो मुझे वही पूछना था आपसे.
अच्छा, देखो यार guys, hidden, that is why requirement gathering meetings and sessions and techniques are very much important, so that we can ask n number of RFI and RFPs and n number of probing and rebuttal questions, so that we can get all those requirements and expectations from the client side. Okay. Hidden means, let's say it has happened. Okay. So I was doing a requirement gathering for this timesheet. I'm sure you all are, I mean, whosoever is working, you know what is timesheet. Timesheet is, as an employee, probably weekly or fortnight or monthly basis, I'm submitting my login hours. Okay, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, I'm submitting that. So when we are doing the initial requirement gathering, the client said कि initial requirement, initial wage rate calculator via which the salary will be credited, it will go through a protocol, it will go through a a calculator or a validator, which is only designation. Okay. Let's say कि if I am a business analyst, you are a business analyst, I have completed 9 hours shift Monday to Friday and you have not. But since you are a business analyst, I am a business analyst, I am both, we both are submitting the timesheet, so it will get approved because we are a business analyst. So it was designation wise, but we contradict because there is a hidden point to it, because it needs to go through with multiple validators. We said there should be a wage rate calculator should calculate according not only with the designation but with the location, with the production hours, with the approved hours, with the shift timings, along with the other validators. So this is what hidden requirement is all about, that we have to analyze the risk and inform the client proactively. Client uses it or not, or wants to implement it or not, that's client's cup of tea. Okay. Missed requirement means, I remember in the leave management, okay, when we were doing apply leave functionality, so we missed out that a employee could apply a single leave or a multiple leaves or a consecutive multiple leaves or a range of multiple leaves or alternate days, multiple days. ठीक है, अब आप हो, ठीक है, यू सेड कि यार मेरी अब जन्माष्टमी होने वाली है, तो फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे छुट्टी है, तो मुझे मंडे भी छुट्टी चाहिए और ट्यूसडे भी, तो मेरी 5 दिन छुट्टी हो जाएगी. ठीक है, बट दी leave management was created in such a way as per the requirement that only one employee can apply one leave in 1 month. What if I need more leaves? So it was a missed requirement. So this is known as missed and hidden requirements. Getting my point, Harsh and all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's catch up on Tuesday. Saturday, Sunday ko session hoga. I'll connect with you guys along with Akash, and we'll carry on accordingly and revise it. And I'll share this recording in the Google Drive. And I will be asking all of you to give me Gmail IDs. बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा और filtration कर रहा हूँ मैं changes की. Once it is done, probably by today or by tomorrow EOD, I'll give access to all from the Google Drive 3.0. ठीक है, so that you can go through with current live sessions, recorded sessions. ठीक है.
Okay, bhai.
ठीक है. All right, guys. I'll share, Shikhar. I
Rohit
have
bhai.
shared. I don't know why.
Okay, bhai.
हाँ, Shikhar, I saw your message. I don't know why you guys are not able to, download or view it. I'm able to do so, but I'll send it again. ठीक है. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Stay safe and be safe.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Rohit. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Take care.